Dawn Compton, the pastor at Main Street United Methodist Church, and I am here today to bring you our weekly Wednesday Word. Today I'm in our church kitchen in front of our stove and oven, just because I've been thinking about all of the meals that have been prepared here at the church. All of the food that has just been served and taken care of here in this kitchen, that is taken into our fellowship hall, and the love that has been just poured out into the food that's been prepared here, or the food that was prepared at people's homes and brought here. And I just think about how nourishing all of that food is for our bodies, but how nourishing it is for us just to have time together, to spend time in fellowship with one another, to sit down with one another at a table and break bread together and share a meal, and just how special that is. But friends, no matter how much we enjoy the food that is baked in these ovens, how much the bread that we share with one another, it's nothing compared to the bread of life. The bread of life that Jesus said, I am the bread of life. Friends, we are beginning this Sunday our new worship series, I Am. And we are going to be looking at the I Am statements out of the book of John, the different ways that Jesus tries to help his followers understand who he is. And this first week it is, I am the bread of life. The life that Jesus offers, the sustaining life that Jesus offers, gives us much more than anything that could be prepared or cooked in these ovens or on these stove tops. The love, the care, the grace, the mercy, the wonderfulness that Jesus offers us through his sacrifice as the bread of life that can give us and sustain us through all things. So I hope you will come and join us this Sunday as we begin this really interesting worship series, I Am, as we talk about Jesus being the bread of life. And this Sunday, as part of worship, we will be having bread. We will be partaking of Holy Communion. And so I encourage you, invite you to be a part of that. We worship every Sunday in person at 10:30, or you can worship with us online. And if you are worshiping with us online, while it's live streaming, you can have your elements at home and partake of communion that way at home. So we do know how important bread is. The bread of life that Jesus offers us, but as well as the bread that we share with one another. And I know that we have been missing our fellowship time that has been such an important part of what happens at Main Street here on Sunday mornings. And we've been really careful to make sure that what happens here, that we are staying safe, that we're being careful, and that we are caring for one another in the midst of this COVID season. So we haven't been able to do everything that we have done in the past, just to make sure that we stay safe. But we're gonna attempt something on September 19th. That's the third Sunday of the month. We are going to have a fellowship time. The fellowship time will begin at 10 a.m. We'll be about 30 minutes before the worship service at 10:30. We're going to do it differently, though, again, so that we can stay safe and make sure that everyone is as safe as possible in the midst of this. It's going to be in the fellowship hall, because our fellowship hall allows us to have more space to spread out, more room to be separated from one another and maintain some social distancing while still being with one another in this social time. The food that's going to be prepared will be done separately, so you'll be able to pick up your own individual plate of the items that have been prepared, so you can do that. The coffee will be prepared so that you can get your own cup of coffee without having to worry about any contamination or coming in close contact with other people. So I'm looking forward to that. It's a time for us to, again, try something new in the midst of this crazy season, but it should be a lot of fun. So I invite you to be a part of that on September 19th. Again, it will begin at about 10 a.m. in the fellowship hall, wrapping up so that everyone can then make their way to the sanctuary for the worship service at 10:30. The other thing I want to remind people about is that our mission of the month for September is our own blessing box. So many of you have been so faithful in bringing items and the food that is needed for us to be able to put into the blessing box. And so many of you have helped to take turns stocking it and making sure that it does stay filled. During the month of September, we're presenting as an opportunity for you to give financially to the blessing box, and we will use any of the finances, any of those gifts that were given to help buy items, to help stock the pantry, to help fill in when there may be gaps with the food that's been provided. So that's what's happening this month, and I encourage you, if you haven't been able to help with the blessing box and you've been wondering, well, what can I do, or concerned about the items that you might want to purchase, by giving just financially to the church and indicating that it's for the mission of the month for September, or it's for the blessing box, it will go to that particular mission and will help us continue the work that we've been doing with the blessing box. Friends, I look forward to worshiping with you on Sunday, either in person or online. Have a great rest of the week. Bye-bye.